hello and welcome. I'm Peggy. Thank you for tuning us in today. Take a deep breath. And Dr. Roger Rhoades is here, one of my favorite people. And we've already almost gotten into an argument because we're going to talk about the summertime and parenting during the summertime. And I said to Dr. Rhoades, oh, everybody needs a break. And your children and the parents. And Roger says,
that's a bad plan. You're crippling your children if you do that. So you mean that
during the summer, you have to have the same that you have all year long?
No.
I can't buy that,
You do not need the same intensity, but you need a similar schedule. Your children need to be scheduled and used to performing. Is there a time while they're in the school system from first grade all the way to 12th, is there a time where it's okay to let down on performance? No, because the class will run ahead of you, and then your child will suffer for the rest of the year. If you don't do that after the first grade, if you don't have a structured summer, by the time your child goes to second grade, they'll be behind, and the rest of the second grade will be ahead of them.
I'm with you. Now, what is a structured summer?
A structured summer, first of all, is think about when we go to school during the year. Do you just, well, whenever you feel like it, wake up, and whenever we get around to it? And
hardly.
The one word that I struggle with is wing it. Summer's coming, what are you gonna do? We're gonna wing it, and we'll make it through. And so that's what I hear from parents, and that's what I hear from families, that they're gonna wing it through the summer. And I said, wow, poor plan, no plan. Children are then gonna finally get used to sleeping in and being casual and kind of enjoying the days, which sounds good, but boy, when they get to August and have to kick it back in, they're a day late and a dollar short to the rest of the kids in their class. So having a time in which we get up to go to school, and whether it's the school year or summer, we have a time we get up, and we have, and here's an important thing, Peggy, we have a routine. We have a routine. This is what our family's gonna do. You know, that's what you see when you go to schools now. They don't just say, well, I don't care, even if it's first grade. You guys just kind of hang out, and we'll make it through, and we'll get through the day. Oh, no. They say, hour 1, we're doing this. Hour 2, we're doing this. Hour 3, we're doing this. Then we're going to school, to the cafeteria. And this is the way we're going to go to the cafeteria. And so the kids learn that, and they perform real well, and their anxiety goes down, and they work better with the crowd. But see, for a kid who's kind of in that system where it's winging it, then they get back in that structure again, they're going to be rebellious, and it's going to be hard for them to get it. So they're going to watch all their classmates get with the schedule, get going, get learning, and they're still struggling to get with the structure of the way school's going. So you don't want to make it just like school, but you need to make it similar to school, to where a child knows we have a schedule here, and this is the way we're going to operate, and this is what our family does.
Okay, so what you're saying is that parents or caregivers should have some kind of an outline for the summer that their children should participate in. And you don't want it to be so rigid.
No, it's not military. You're not in the military, you know.
Because that's what I'm getting from you.
No, and I don't want to project that. What I want to project is we just don't need to be willy-nilly. We don't need to just let it hang. You know, get up when you want to, eat what you want to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And kids, a whole family will fall into that in a second. But what you pay for doing that is a loss of the routine. And adults and children operate better in a routine. If this, we know what to do. And I've seen this a lot of times, you know, kids who've grown up and they're, you know, just living life and everything's good. And then they get in the first grade of a school. And wow, for some kids, Peggy, 6 months, almost all year, they're struggling.
Yeah, it's a loss.
It's very hard. Yeah. And when they're watching other kids just a popping and a going, you see, and that's why it's important for a family not to go willy-nilly, but to have a plan.
Okay, so now that's what you advise families, to have a plan for the summer.
Yes.
But
yes.
it doesn't have to be a rigid, like, you know, did you get your homework
No,
kind of thing.
no.
Because everybody needs a breather.
Yeah, right, but it needs to be a controlled breather. You know, is it good to go on vacation? Yeah, but a planned vacation is happier and better, and you have, and here's the big thing, you lower the anxiety of the family. See, when the kids, well, I'm not sure what we're doing, I'm not sure what's going on. And one of the things that will make parenting and family life very negative is if the family members don't know what's going on. What happens is the rise of anxiety goes out of the roof. Man, and everybody starts acting out, and there's more problems, and there's more issues, and then what you see is people by August saying, well, man, I'm glad we got school again so we can shove the kids in there, and the kids feel that, and so that's not loving and not caring. But when it's like, we've got this plan, this is what we're doing, we're following this plan, everybody knows what's going on, the anxiety's down, they're already used to a structure, and so it's very easy to say, well, it's now August time, and it's time for us to hand you over. We're going to hand you from the family back to the system. And so they don't have that anxiety, they don't have that discomfort. They walk into school, they're already used to doing things, not in a military way, but in a, this is hour one, this is hour two, this is what, you know, there's no, we're not winging it, we're following a particular way, and people are happier that way. It's like you just hear, certainly mothers say all the time, summer's coming and I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so fearful that I'm going to be overwhelmed. I don't know that I can handle summer because I've got my job and I've got people want me to do this. And now on top of that, the kids. And I say, yeah, if you just kind of wing it, it's going to take you over very quickly. But if you're able, like we talk with teachers, a lesson plan, if I have a family plan
for the
summer, not militaristic, but just a plan. This is what we're doing hour one. This is what we're hour two. And the kids are going to come out of a structure in school and go into the structure of family, and they're going to get it. They go, oh, okay, this is kind of a continuation of what I do at school. Because you can't just let your kids wake up, man. It's amazing now, parents these days. Peggy, I am amazed at how 6 o'clock, we got to get up. We got to make breakfast. I've got to pack your lunch, and I've got to have you clothed. And they can't just wing it. They have got to set it up. And the more that's a continuation, the better the children do, the better the parents do, the less anxiety there is in the family. And across the board, people are happy. And that's what I've seen. You know, it's not like I want to take away from summer fun, but what I've noticed with mothers and dads and kids, they're happy when they think, we got a clue here. We've got a plan. Somehow it lowers the anxiety, but when they think, well, we're going to kind of sort of do that, then lots of times it doesn't happen. Other things come up. They're highly disappointed. There's a lot of anger in the family, and the whole family life is disrupted because nobody has a clue. And so the old days and how it worked, that did work because there was a lot of give. We weren't running at such a schedule and trying to cram so much in.
Sometimes I think I'd like to turn the clock back.
Right. But I'm just telling people that those days are gone. Was there anything wrong with them? No, they're just not here anymore. And a kid who is parented and performs in 1950 terms is called flunking out. That's what's going to happen. A kid cannot stay in the academic realm like that. How a child handles it is they learn very quickly. They're directed, not commanded, but directed by people who have a clue. You know, and you see that in first, second, third grades. The kids, I love my teacher. And when you ask them, well, what do you love about her? Well, it seems like she knows what she's doing, or he knows what he's doing. And you can see how when the child talks about it, their anxiety, their inner anxiety goes down. Oh, the person who's teaching this class knows what they're doing. And so I don't have to worry that they're going to put us in a dangerous place, or I can't trust them. So there's the big difference in where you see great teaching. Great teaching is a great planner who is able to engage the children in the routine. When they do that, you have a better learning environment, kids do better, and across the board, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy because, you know,
all right,
we all understand that.
So we're going to go to a break, but what I get from this is that it's, as a family, if you can sit down and make some plans for the summer.
Oh.
And they don't have to cost a lot of money. It's not a question of that. But try to have some sort of a plan laid out for the summer, for the family. And it doesn't have to be so rigid that people can't have fun.
Right. I mean, it's got to have some flexibility. You're right. That is an important piece. But we've got to stick to what we've planned.
Okay. We're going to be right back. We're going to stick with our plan. We'll be right back.